Fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests, welcome to advance hashtag Elden Speaker 209 meeting. My name is Sean. I am the search add-on for today's meeting. Before starting the meeting, there are 3 ground rules we need to follow during the meeting. First, please stay mute until it is your turn to speak. Second, we encourage you to turn on your camera for wonderful audience interaction if you are convenient. Third, the meeting will be recorded, and if you are not comfortable to be recorded, you are welcome to turn off your camera. But please stay in the meeting to enjoy and learn as much as you can. Now, let's put our hands together to welcome our present distinguished Toastmaster Patricia Yap to the virtual stage.
Woo! Thank you, everyone, to our very exciting monthly master class. Today, we are very excited on behalf of advanced hashtag ardent speakers. We want to extend our red carpet welcome to our esteemed guest speaker, Nazeer Al-Qasem, all the way from Saudi Arabia. To keep him very excited to give us a lot of great tips later, I'd like to invite all of you to turn on your video if you are convenient, but of course, if you are driving, you are excused. Let us all repeat after me if you are convenient. So I'd like to put in a few seconds for all of you to unmute yourself and get ready, because we want to get ready, drive the energy to enjoy our session later on. So with this, yes, please follow after me. I am funny.
I am funny.
You are funny.
You are
funny.
funny.
We are funny.
We
are
funny.
Great. With this, it's my delight to now introduce our Toastmaster of the day, who is none other than Suisin, who is so close to my heart. She has served as area director for District 97 a couple of times. She's now residing in Bangkok, and she is super excited to also pick up a lot of great skills today regarding the power of humor. With this, let's give it up to our Toastmaster of the day, Suisin. Woohoo!
Thank you so much, our president. I believe everybody, you can hear me well. Am I audible well? All right.
Yeah.
So let's get started. I am your Toastmaster of the day. My name is Ishretin, but everyone call me Ishretin. I'm from Myanmar. Currently, I'm living in Bangkok. So hosting this meeting from Bangkok. And since today meeting theme is like the power of humor, like in advanced hashtag ardent speakers, every like the last meeting of the month, we always have the master class, which is very special for our members and for our guests. So today is very special. We invited special guests very far from like Malaysia. So yeah, since the theme of the meeting is the power of humor, I would love to tell you all one thing. Never ever trust the left-handed person, because they are never right. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. This is just a little joke. So let's welcome to the today in our meeting. There are like our special speaker education session regarding with the humor, so that you can learn how to make a humorous speech in Toastmaster and in your daily life. And after that, we also have the frequently asked question master, distinguished Toastmaster Lycoful, where you can ask all of your curious questions to him, and the speaker will answer. And after that, we have like moments of appreciation to the speakers and all the role players. Following that, we have like our president closing session, and we also have the bonus session, which is like ask anything to our speaker. Okay, so everybody, let's get started. I believe you're ready. Now I would like to introduce you all to our speaker. So anyone, do you know our speaker? If you already know, please raise your hand. Ah, yes. If you haven't known yet, it's okay. I will introduce now. Our speaker is Toastmaster Nazeer Toastmaster Nazeer is a past district director who mentored and coached many champions in both humorous and international speeches. In 2022, Nazeer was among the top 28 winners to represent their regions at the convention semifinals at Nashville. Last year, he won District 79 Humorous Speech Championship in Rida. Again this year in May 2025, he was crowned as the King of Humor. Ooh, that's amazing. Today, Nazeer will present a workshop titled The Power of Humor, how to craft, deliver, and win a humorous speech. So let's give a round of applause to welcome our educational speaker.
Thank you. Thank you so much, yo, our Toastmasters today. And I'd like to tell you that I'm so impressed with this flyer. Thank you so much, Patricia, for having this, making me so young and looking bright. So I hope that will help me be humorous today. Let me ask you first that those who know me raise their hand. I think only two. Wait a minute. No, three. Three people here I can see. I'm familiar with also not only Abdel Fattah, we also have Vicky. Yeah, Victoria, I know you. Yeah, we heard many of your speeches before. I like to tell you that I need to be in this interaction. I don't want to be speaking alone. It's not only one-way communication. I need the audience also to join me and tell me what's on their mind. First of all, a lot of people say, oh, humor is really difficult for me. Okay. And it's easy for me to win other speeches like international table topics evaluation, but humor always difficult. Is that make sense to you? Are you finding it difficult to be humorous on stage? Yeah, I see a lot of people nodding. Okay, let me tell you that humor is the shortest distance between the speaker and their audience. It's the shortest distance because people love to laugh, okay? And they say that laughter is the best medicine. Please accept this notion. It is, because when we are stressed, they tell you, please listen to comedies, watch people make funny, because when you are laughing, it gives you some kind of adrenaline and that makes you relaxed. So really, it's a laughter, I believe it. Laughter is the best medicine, especially for people who are stressed in life. That's why when you look now at corporations, they are making effort to make the environment very friendly and people have fun. And doesn't have to be, they say, do you have a joke? Even the corporate vice president, he comes in and he starts his meeting with a joke. So people are relaxed because not everything should be serious. Even at work, we need to be relaxed and enjoying ourselves. So now we know that laughter is really good for us, right? So far, everybody agreed with me. We want to enjoy life. Life is short, so let's not always be stressed. Enjoy and have laughter. Let me tell you a secret. Children laugh 100 times more than we adults because it's natural. They laugh and laugh, they giggle. Even my granddaughter, she's only 2 years old. When she stands in the middle and then she does, and she starts laughing because she did it, and everybody in the room is laughing with her, because we don't care as children. Nobody is really judging us. We enjoy life and we enjoy. Now, let me ask you, if you want to be a competitor on stage and you want to have the power of humor to win, okay, let me share with you my share. Okay. First of all, do you see my screen?
Might be the wrong screen.
I see that my screen is going in circle, but I don't know. You don't see it yet?
No.
No, not yet. Okay. Maybe I need some backup. Let me tell you, I have two backups today to show my slides. Patricia is number one, and also Abdel Fattah. Both of you are ready. If I cannot. Oh,
Yeah.
is it now?
Sean
You
will
see
be
it?
sharing.
Is it now? You see it?
Okay. May I tell the
You see
people?
it now?
See. Okay.
Yeah, press it.
You s-
That's it. Yes, yes.
That's
yes.
it, huh? Now you
Yes.
see it. Good, 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 good.
Yes.
I'm showing you that, this is trophies. Please don't put on your mind when you go on stage to take one of these trophies. The third winner, second, or this first winner on the right. Don't ever think of having the trophy. Your mind should not be thinking of that, okay? The idea is you want to be on stage to communicate with people, and you have an important message, whether it is in international speech or in the humorous speech or anything. Even if you are giving a table topics, you have a message to the audience, because audience are valued. They are very important. They are number one in that whole process of contesting. Whether you are contesting in life, at work, you want to impress your colleagues and boss, or in Toastmasters, we want to convince the audience in there, especially the ones with the pen. Abdel Fattah, what is that, the ones with the pen?
The
Yes.
judges, the anonymous judges.
And you want them to be anonymous, not known, not unknown. You want them to be seen, so we can
Yes.
make them accountable. Because when they give you scores, you say, why you give me this score? So it's really a very accountable process. We don't want them to just give somebody they like, or somebody from their clan or from their tribe, right? Or from their club. No. We need to be a very accountable judges. So please forget about this first, what you call first picture. Can you remove that from your mind? Yes. Now, why it's not moving? The second,
Press next.
oh,
There you
okay,
are.
that's it. If you go in any game, ladies and gentlemen, you need to know the rules of the game. If you're playing soccer or football, like American football, anything, cricket, okay, baseball, basketball, you need to know the rules. So when you are there, you don't make mistakes. So these rules are essential. So I say that please go and study this, what we call the judging criteria. And if you look at the judging criteria for the humorous speech contest, is exactly, like I said, typical to the international speech. The only difference is that they have additional 15 points for laughter or the audience response. That's all. The rest is the same. You need to have well-structured speech, a good message, valued, and then grammar, etc. How you perform on stage, إلى آخره. You know what I'm saying? You have to be exactly doing the same thing. So if you go and study it very well, you know what the judges are scoring you on. Okay? So this is very important. Now, let's ask this. Why do people laugh? Anybody from this audience? Why do you laugh?
Maybe because you're depicting yourself, you're making fun of yourself. People think, he's making fun of himself.
Yes. Yeah, this is one thing, true. Sometimes you are laughing at yourself. This is what we call deprecating humor. This is the
Yes.
best style of humor, because if we want to offend any person, even one person in the audience, then that's not good. The you will not be doing yourself favor. If you are making other people's, your target. A lot of people do that, they make the wife target or their friend target. The society. I myself did this mistakes many times about the mother-in-law. I always make fun mother-in-law, but actually she is so darling and very good-hearted. I love her. But the problem is people like to make fun. And the best thing, like Abdul Fattah said, is yourself. Make fun about yourself, deprecating humor. That's the highest level of humor. Okay. So if you study this in front of you, the humorous speech contest judging guideline and ballot, you'll see every criteria very important. Even the grammar. Some people say, well, in humor, we don't have to be exactly grammatical people. But actually, if you are making mistakes, not pronouncing well, judges will not understand you, and you will not be able to score more points. So the grammar has some points in it. Everything is good. So you have to focus on your vocal, on your gesture, everything there, especially the structure, very important, and the value of your message. So whether it is in humorous speech or in any other speech, okay? Now, I want to tell you that the most important thing to learn is you have to have surprise element, twist. When you have a twist of things people don't expect it, they'll be surprised. And if it is too exaggeration, a lot of exaggeration in that twist, that's where the laughter comes from. The people were really surprised so much. You surprise them and you exaggerate the element of surprise in such a way that people are not expecting. Believe me, that is where the laughter comes. So you are tricking people. You know what I'm saying? You are tricking people. If any of you have seen Candid Camera, the show on TV, Candid Camera, where people are put in a position and they not expecting it, like opening a door. I have seen people waiting in line. You want to go to a toilet, the bathroom, okay? And they were standing in line, maybe the line like 10 people, and they were fighting to get who will go first because I need it so urgently. But then 2 workers come and they remove the door, which was only standing there, and they remove it and take it away. And these people, they're looking, oh my goodness, there is no bathroom, just a door was put there for a reason, for maintenance. So that was really funny and everybody laughed. Same thing with many other episodes. If you see one episode, very famous American episode called The Office. Do you see that, The Office? Any one of you? If you didn't, please watch it. It's very funny because there are one character there, the manager of the office. Is really funny guy. He say things and then he doesn't laugh. It becomes like he's looking at people and people are surprised what he said. Very, very stupid things. And nobody expecting a manager to say this. And they laugh. Okay, so this is the idea is have something odd. When you are delivering a story, in your story, have something odd, like stupid, or too smart, or tricky, ironic, innocent, true, useless, and common. All these criteria can bring humor. And either it has to be a situation where you are having something happening, or a person is doing it. I give you an example of a person like, Laurie Hardy, or the Three Stooges, or even Mr. Bean, the British comedian. If you haven't seen the British comedian, Mr. Bean, watch that person. He's really a fantastic character who brings humor. I hope you understand all these episodes I'm telling you. The last thing is a behavior. If you are doing something and then making about others, like you are making a comedy. These stooges, when they play, 3 of them, we call them the Three Stooges. They play and they hit each other and they make tricks to each other. So their behavior make us laugh. They are not saying much, somebody hits on the guy on the head, or he puts a cake in his face, all this, you see, oh, you laugh because it's the behavior of the scene you are looking. Now, I'm not telling you to be like this, be like comic on stage when you're delivering a speech. You don't have to be, you know, like this comedian, but have these ideas in your mind while you are delivering a speech, and it will help. Okay? So now you understand. Surprise, a twist, it has to be remarkably very odd, exaggerated. These are the most essential. This is what causes people to smile and laugh. Okay, I want to give you an example here. This is the process. We are start learning the process. The first thing, ladies and gentlemen, when you want to deliver a humorous idea, a humorous talk, a humorous sentence, a humorous story, is you want to take the audience in one direction. See, like this curve. You see, you're going in one direction. You give them enough information. You are tricking those people that you are going in that direction. Okay? And then you see the dotted line. They think in their mind, with this information you are giving them, is that you are going in that direction to let them expect this. This is dotted line. And before that, there is a P. We have a pause. Every time you want to give a humor, you give a setup. This is the take your audience in one direction. You make a setup, a trick to let people, this person is going in that direction. You pause, you make them think you are going in that direction, the same direction, which is the dotted line. After the pause, you twist, you change the direction. You end up down here, in this down, and you pause again to let they are listening to their laughter. This is the surprise, what we call the punch. Okay, you see the longer this line is, the better is the laughter. Okay, so that means the more exaggeration you do, the more twist, the more laughter you will have. Okay, very simple process. You see, humor is not difficult to learn. It's very simple. Just you need to make people think the way you set them up with the information, then you let them think that you are going in that direction, and then you change your direction, and people say, oh, I was thinking he is doing that, but then it is something else. This is where laughter comes. Very simple, ladies and gentlemen. We will try to ask people from the audience to experiment on this, just a few seconds or few minutes, okay? All right, this is an example. I have this example of one of my speeches. I said, my wife and I spent the best 25 years of our life. This is the information I'm giving you now. You see, my wife and I spent the best 25 years of our lives. What did you think? You think that we are really together, right? We are married. I say, my wife and I spent the best 25 years of our lives. Then I pause. You would think, 25 years of our life, married, together, something like that. Then when I surprise people, what I say? After the pause, I say, before meeting each other. Okay, and then people say, oh my goodness, he means they are really now in bad shape, because after meeting 25 years outside marriage, now he is in the marriage, he is not happy. See, before meeting each other, and then you pause again, and then all the laughter will come. This is very simple example. Okay, I want you to surprise me and make this example. Can I have volunteers, please? Give me a sentence where you are really having something on your mind, and you pause, and then you change it to something else, and then twist it for us. Please, who is this?
Me,
I'm
Fatah.
Watana.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, please. I want you to try.
Okay. Is that, are you talking about me, or is it someone else? I heard someone else's
No,
voice as
no,
well.
no, go ahead.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I love my husband. I trust him with my life, but never my money.
I like that. You have to, yeah, I like it. I love my husband. I trust him with my life.
Have
You
to pause
pause.
more. Okay.
Yeah, pause more. And I love my husband. I trust him with my life, but not my money. And then it comes more impactful. That's really very much.
Okay.
Please give her a
Thank
big
you.
round. Yeah, give her a
Thank
big round of
you.
applause. Thank you so much. Who else? Give me another one. Give me information and then twist it for me.
Okay, me.
Yeah, Abdel
you,
Fattah.
you're gonna hear this tomorrow in our meeting with CVU. When I ask
Okay.
the fathers and ask the parents, now tell me, who do you love most, your son or your daughter? Believe me, come on, you can trust me. Your secret will be with me. I will not tell anyone except your children.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. That's good because you are saying, trust me, I will not tell anybody. And then pause, give it a little more pause, and we will think, yeah, he's not telling anybody except the children. And then it's really amazing, fantastic. So I have two examples that are really funny. Give Abdel Fattah a big round of applause. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah. Okay. I will give the last time for the last volunteer. Anybody? If not, I'm gonna move on because we will save time. Okay.
Nazeer, I will share one. This is one
Yeah,
of the
Victoria, our
yeah.
international champion. Yes, Victoria. Yeah, give me and then pause, please. The other two lady and gentlemen didn't pause enough. The pause makes a big impact because people are start thinking after you say this something. They start thinking and their mind will go in a different direction. Okay, go ahead. Victoria.
I am a driver. For safety, I fasten my seatbelt. For happiness, I take a road trip. For peace of mind, I buy insurance. Okay, I feel nobody knows.
This is you paused maybe before the punchline. That's good. So
Okay.
you say it again in a slower fashion, slower, so people understand everything you say. So again, Victoria, one more time.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love to drive.
I love
For
to
safety,
drive.
For safety, I fasten my seatbelt. For happiness, I take a road trip. For peace of mind, I buy insurance.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Victoria. Fantastic. I love it. I like all our participants. They are really amazing. You learn the process and you do it. I want everyone who is listening to mimic that, to do that, practice it alone, and then do it in front of an audience in your club, because there where you need to grow in humor and improve. Because if you take the joke master, the humor master in the club, a role model, it's really amazing. It will help you. And I have one example who did that many times, which is Abdel Fattah, and he became one of the best entertaining, humorous person in our club. So take a chance. Take the stage. People are friendly in your club. We are here to help each other. So this is very fantastic process. We learn it. Let's move on. And I tell you, humor, there are three important things you need to learn. First of all, when you are writing your content, it has to do things funny way. And these are really the comics that are on TV. They have people who write for them. The comedies like those famous TV shows, if you remember them. There are so many of them. They have an expert who write for them the lines. So you have to say things that are funny. So this is a funny content. Okay, actually, it's like a joke. It's a funny line. Okay, where could I find one of the famous night show. You know, this night show, and many of these TVs on US TVs, many shows where people come and give you a setup, you know, and then people start laughing. Sometimes they say, "Oh, the audience, they pay the money to laugh," but it's not true. It is a laughing, because we are at home and we laugh when we hear that gentleman speaking. Okay, so say things funny when you write them. Second thing is, you have to perform in a funny way, like a comic, you know, this clown. I'm not telling you to go and make a clown of yourself, but when you move your body in a funny way, like I told you before, these Three Stooges, or the Lee and Hardy, or Charlie Chaplin, they move their body and in a funny way. So the performance is important, okay? So say things funny, and then, or say things in a funny way. Maybe the sentence is not funny, but your facial expression, your movement of the body is really funny, okay? Some people go down and squeak and start moving on the floor, making these funny ways. Sometimes you exaggerate, it's okay, because this is only fun. You want to entertain people. But the best thing is the last thing, the say things funny in a funny way. If you do both, the content is funny and the performance is funny, you have reached the ultimate in your humor. That's what you want to focus on, okay? Try to find funny material, do it in a funny way, and you got it, okay? So you have the best of the best. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Now, what makes humor effective when you are delivering the humor? Like these three people who participated this evening or this morning, okay? First, you want to have the punch word well placed at the end. Remember, after the pause, you have something you are bringing that is different. That's but the punch word or the punch line. Remember when Victoria said, insurance, I buy insurance. That's her punch word or punch line. She put it at the end, and she has to pause to allow us to laugh about it, okay? About that. Now, the second thing is the setup. When I said you have to trick the people when you give them in one direction, you are going in one direction. That's the setup. The sentence should be short and understood by the audience. You have to say it slowly, short, because if you say very long sentences in the setup, people will be lost. I will not understand, or I will lose interest. So if you have it short, the shortest it is, the better, okay? Make your sentence in the beginning short, and then say it slowly, and it will be good. The setup should be short and very understood. The last thing is, you need two pauses after the setup. Please pause. Pause enough. Nobody is going to be taking points from you if you pause. Pause is very effective. So you stop talking, listen and watch the people, what they are doing, laughing, let them laugh, and then continue laughter at the end. So you have a pause after you give the punch, the setup, another pause at the end when you give the punchline. Only this process. Very simple. This is how you make your humor effective. Everyone got it? I hope, yeah. So this is very simple for us. All right. Additional information for you that makes you learn more is to have the triple. I mean by triple, you have a setup, it is very logical. Then another point, very logical. And then the third point, you get out of the logical process. You don't make people expect, okay? Because people will say, he's saying logical thing, second time logical thing, and then the third one, they expect you to have a logical thing. But then what do? You trick them after the pause, you exaggerate, and that's the punchline. It's completely illogical. Something nobody is expecting, nobody thinks about, okay? This is very important. Please learn this process. We will probably ask one example or two examples now, okay? So I'm gonna give you an example. Here is one. I want to give you, I'm going on a trip, outside camping. I'm going outside trip camping, want to go to camping. You take a tent and you do the setup. I took a flashlight. When you go on a trip, it's logical to take flashlight. And then also I took a blanket. Oh yeah, because sometimes it's cold, you have to cover yourself. So a flashlight, a blanket is logical. So on this trip, I took a flashlight, a blanket, and then now I will go for, people will think logical is maybe jumper cables. Another one that maybe the car battery is bad, so you need jumper cable. But I don't say that. After the pause, I twist, I exaggerate and say, I took my mother. So no more. I took a flashlight, a blanket, and my mother. So after the pause, you say, my mother. People don't expect you. You are going on a trip. You don't take your mother. You are going with your friends. Okay? This is a very simple. Just understand this process. It's the triple. Logical, and then illogical, or something not logic at all. Very good. Give an example. I want to give an example. Oh, this is the example. Yeah, I already did. So the setup is logical, and yeah. Can anybody just give me one guy who can give the triple by having two logical things and then something unexpected from audience? Remember the pauses, please. Anyone wants to volunteer? I want to hear a lady. Can we have participation? Hello?
Okay, I'll contribute.
Yes, please. You give me two logical things and then go outside.
I had a lovely family dinner. It was there, myself, my wife, my daughter, and my girlfriend.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Abdel Fattah gave us 4. But you say it again, but you said it 4. It's a good, it worked. I laughed. Yeah.
I had a lovely dinner, family dinner that was there. My wife, my daughter,
my daughter,
and my girlfriend.
And my girlfriend. Yeah, after that you pause. My wife, my daughter, and my girlfriend. So you make the voice different. And after the pause, believe me, everybody will be laughing that, oh my goodness, he is there, daring husband, bringing the girlfriend in. It's really funny. Thank you, Abdel Fattah. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you. That's it. Logical, because the dinner of the family are part of your family, but the girlfriend, of course, you are bringing enemy to the wife. So fantastic. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is really good. Everybody who participated means they are wanted to learn. Okay, if you participate, that means you are really into it. You want to test yourself. This is the line that you want to cross. Don't be afraid to learn, and don't be afraid to practice. Okay, this is now a bonus for everyone. I learned this from Randy Harvey, Dr. Randy Harvey, the winner of 2004 World Championship. Dr. Randy Harvey told us that sometimes in life, we use a lot of emotions. We feel the emotions. So I want you as an observer, when you want to deliver a story, you are giving a story of your life. In that concept, whether it is in humorous speech or international, you give the humorous story in such a way that you are putting a lot of emotions, pressing the people like this spring. You press people down. They feel bad that you are really having hard time, failures, losing your wife, or losing the dog died and you lost the money. So really you are pressing people with a lot of emotions and they are feeling bad. This is not good in the speech. You need to let them relieved from that bad emotion. Like the spring, you press them so much, just release completely that pressure by bringing laughter. And this is what happens when you are releasing the people from that low esteem position, very compressed. They are really stressed. and then you remove your hand from the spring, what happens to the spring? It jumps. This is the reaction of everyone who is listening to you emotionally. When you twist and make them laugh, this is the best process. We call it press and release. And use it sometimes when you are really want to have people, after you put them down so much in your speech, because you are talking about bad emotions, sadness, okay, frustration. When you press them so much, what happens? Now you need to let them go up. You have to uplift them. Remove the pressure, like the spring, it will spring back. And that's where the laughter is. This is a very good technique. I always use it in my speeches, whether international or humorous. It's really fantastic, where you are putting people under pressure, okay, and then you release them. Now I like to finalize. How are we doing on time, Patricia, or our Toastmaster of the day?
Yeah, we have 2 minutes to wrap it up. 2 minutes.
Okay, fantastic.
Thank you.
Look at that. In 2 minutes, I have to cover 10 points. This is like a callback or something that you need to put in your mind. Please put these 10 points in your mind when you are writing your speeches or delivering your speeches. First of all, where humor comes from, it stems from tragedy, from failures, from flaws, and embarrassing moments. When it happened, it was very hard. But now when we think about it, oh, that tragedy, now it is really make us laugh. I had so many bad moments. Now it's really laughing for me. I laugh about it, about the failures and so this is very important. Second thing is the triangle of wow. You need to wow your audience by, like I said, you have a very good content, humorous content, you deliver it, and then together, you know, the funny sentence or the funny joke, the funny content, plus your performance, you can, the third thing, why your audience, together, do all together. For the humorist, ladies and gentlemen, the humor is the medium to the message. The humorist is like that. We are humorous people. We want to be a humorist. So the message, the humor is the medium for the message. The message is very important. We're only using the humor to make it easier for people to take that message. But for the comedian that we watch on TV, the humor is the message. Their business is humor. This is the difference between us, a humorist, and the comedian. The fourth thing, a laugh is inversely proportional to the amount of words it takes to get there. Like I told you, make your setup very short and clear, because if you have it shorter, it will be more laughing, okay? Shorter. The fifth one, surprise twist. Remember all the time, always surprise people and twist their mind. They don't expect what you are saying. That's where things comes as a laughter. And exaggeration is your tool to make laughter, to make humor. Exaggeration. Anytime you have any scenario, anything's happening, exaggerate, because exaggeration really promotes humor. And I like to tell you, use commonality, because we don't want to bring something weird. We need to have things common between us and the audience. Use commonality happening so the humor becomes acceptable. And 8, pain evokes laughter. This is exactly like number 1, which is tragedy. This is similar. You know, when you have pain, people feel, they want to laugh after the pain. And the 9, wordplay, illustration. This is what we call pun. You say something, it has 2 meanings. Sometimes people laugh because you are meaning something, and then there's another thing. Like soul, you have soul, which is the inside you, the soul, or the soul, which is the foot, the soul. These things, puns. The last thing, the 10th and the last one, is callback. When you deliver something in the beginning, try to say it in the middle or at the end. People will laugh because they remember it. You just remembered what you just said a few minutes ago, okay? The callback is another trick you can use. So these 10 tips you can utilize in any humorous content in your speeches. You don't have also to know about speeches. You can do it when you are just giving a keynote, or you are telling people your stories, you are workshop, you are giving workshop. It's always to use humor. Very good. Even at work, like I said, humor or laughter is the best medicine, ladies and gentlemen. And I like right now. Thank you all for listening. And thanks for those who participated and were courageous. I want you all to learn the process. It's very simple. Next time I meet you, I want to hear your humorous speech. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, our speaker, Toastmaster Nazeer. Everyone, let's give a round of applause. I believe you all could learn a lot of things about humor. And yes, keep like making a lot of funny things in your life. And don't forget to laugh a lot. Like our speaker said, the children laugh more when we became adults. We hardly ever laugh. So don't forget to laugh. And now we have the question session. Also, we have our frequently asking questions, Master Distinguished Toastmaster Lai. So just throw any questions to Lai and the speaker, and he will help you out. Over to you,
Thank you.
TTM Lai.
Thank you, Srisin. TTM Nazeer, there are two questions from the audience here. I will read out the first one to you. A lot of humor are based on race, religion, and politics when it comes to TV comedy. What kind of humor that are safe in a Toastmaster, even in speech or contest? What kind of humor that is safe?
Okay. Thanks for the person who put this question. It's very important. Yes, on TV, they use politics, and sometimes I tell you, when you are in the US, they allow that. They talk about, they make fun of the President Trump or anything. But in our part of the world, like here in the Middle East, we have a taboo that in our speeches, we should avoid religion, politics, and sex. These things are not allowed in our region. I'm not sure about Far East Asia. Probably in Philippines, they allow some of combination of that. But I advise always have self-deprecating humor about yourself. You are safe. You are not offending anyone in the audience. Because if you offend one person in the audience, that's too many. So if somebody likes the president that you are making joke of, you offend him, right? Same thing with religion. If you talk about religion, then another person has a different religion. So the safest things, don't mention these things, okay? And don't mimic the TV shows. By the way, I know that this time was very short. I had a film or a video of my international speech where you could learn and see the laughter of the things that I just presented. But we didn't have time, so maybe next time, or I can give it to Patricia and she can share it with you. It's a video about my speech that I won long time ago, maybe last year. Anyway, go ahead if you have another question. Thank you.
Nazeer, please do share the link with us of the video. We will share it with our member. The second
Sure.
one is coming from the floor is, when no one in the audience are laughing at your humor, what should we do? If the audience,
Yeah.
what should we do?
Fantastic, because audience are different. I delivered a speech and I have a lot of lines. People were laughing. And then in another time, they are not laughing. I don't say anything. I just continue on because I don't want to be impacting myself. If somebody is not laughing in this audience, maybe either I said it too fast, or they didn't understand it, or the culture in that audience is not permitting them to laugh. So don't worry, continue. And if you have all the material available, my advice is sometimes test your material in one audience. If there is a lot of laughter, continue. If there is little, you twist it, you change it. There are so many humorous stories that you can put, because you would have a file of so many stories. You pick up one and deliver in different audiences.
Kind of agree. If sometimes not all the humor works. One thing to remember to move on. Don't stay there frost on stage. The last one from the audience is, I think it's mentioned in your recap just now. An audience asked, what is the triangle of wow?
Okay. I was saying in one of the slides that when you want to have your humor very effective, first you look for the material, funny material. Okay, you write funny material. And when you are writing a speech, don't add humor, like Greg Valentine says, uncover humor between the characters or between the situation where you can have discover humor and raise it up and people can understand. So you have the content first. This is one side of the triangle. The second side is the performance. You perform in a funny way, even if it's not, the content is not funny. Funny way people make laugh when they see you go making your picture, your facial expression, your gestures. And the third one is to have both together. That's the wow. When you have the humor content is funny and also the performance is funny together, it's really your most effective way of presenting the humor.
Thank you, TTM Nazir, for answering all of our questions. Now, for now, I'd like to invite back our Toastmaster of the day, Srisin. Srisin, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Go on.
I will share the YouTube link to Patricia, and she can share with the rest of the people. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, TTM Nazir. Now, Srisin, I will hand over the control back to you now. Srisin, let's give a big hand to invite Srisin back to the stage with us for us.
Thank you so much, DTM Lai and DTM Nazir. So everyone, if you still have some more questions, no worries. After this meeting, we do have the extra session, bonus session for you all where you can ask the question. Okay, so now it's time for the appreciation. We really love to express our sincere appreciation to our speaker for this exceptional, wonderful sharing session. So let's invite our speaker and also Shen. I'm gonna take the photo and Shen will share the, So for this one, I want to hand over to our President, Distinguished Toastmaster, Patricia.
Yay! While waiting for Sean, I want to check my humor right now to see if it works. Yes, it works. Thank you so much. Okay, let's spotlight Nazir and myself. We'll take a photo. Later on, I'll share with you one quick trick that I just learned from Nazir and see if you will laugh. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, photo time. Suisin and Sean, whenever you're ready, we will keep posting and keep laughing.
I already spotlighted.
Yes.
Okay, I will take the picture in a while. Okay,
Yes.
get ready. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done.
Thank you. Next slide. I'll keep laughing. I think laughing is a very good way to burn calories because we have to use a lot of facial muscles.
Okay, get ready. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done.
Good. And we also want to acknowledge all our role players. Let's get them spotlighted. Sean, see, I'm laughing all the time and make sure I don't drop my muscles. And Suisin. And of course, thank you so much, Nazir, for sharing with us so many different tricks and techniques. And I do believe everyone can be a humor master or a mistress. Is that right, Nazir? Everyone.
Yeah.
Suisin, it's convenient to use the phone on your video.
Good news, okay? No excuse now not to use humor whenever you can. Okay, let's spotlight all the role players.
Yeah, please wait a moment, waiting for Suisin.
Yes.
She has some connection issues.
Okay, after this is the audience who will be taking the photo. So I do encourage the audience to get ready to turn on the screen while waiting for all the role players.
Waiting Suisin a little
I just
while.
love you guys and I love the session.
Oh, sorry, I think my video something wrong. I can't.
Okay, no problem.
Never mind, we will Photoshop you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, get ready. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done.
Oh, done. Okay, great. And all audience, now I want to challenge all of us. Remember, Nazir just shared with us you can perform to be funny. So I'd like to have everyone to think of your funniest pose that you want to do today. Okay, I'm challenging you, I'm pushing you out of the comfort zone, but please think of a pose that you think is really funny. Whatever that funny pose is, please be exaggerated and be funny and let you know this is the freedom that you have to stay funny. Okay. Be very funny. Don't worry, okay? You won't be judged. Jeffrey, is that the funniest you can be? Or stick out your tongue if you can't. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let me see.
Oh, did we lose Patricia?
Yeah, I think Patricia disconnected from the. Yeah, I think Zoom has a funny way to play with disconnection issue with all of us today. We laugh too much.
God. Okay, can you guys see me?
Disconnect back.
I feel so bad. They see I make myself funny and I disappear. Am I
Play
there?
the demo works. You play the
I can't see
disconnection.
myself. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Oh my
You
God,
won't
this is the funniest thing.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Smile. Okay, done.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, this is so marvelous to have all of us having some crazy time. Having said that, yes, I want to share with you guys one thing very funny. I think it's funny. If you think it's not funny, it's okay. But please allow me to be funny. I'd like you to take out your brain right now and take it out and open your brain. Open your brain, seriously, open your brain. And then wash it. And make sure you get a lot of laughing jokes, laughing vibes, laughing energy into it. Everybody help me, okay?
Oh.
So at least you do something funny. And I think laughing is so important because it takes away not our bad days, but it actually attracts more good energy. All right? I'm the one who is only doing it. Watana, you want to join me? Please give me some encouragement. Yeah, wash your brain. Yeah, you got to wash your brain and put in a lot of great stuff so that you'll be funny. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really want to adore our Nazeer for giving us very applicable tips. Because of this, I'd like to invite all of you to please unmute yourself and laugh for 10 seconds. I know this is difficult, but this is kind of like laughing yoga. You just make yourself laugh for no reason for 10 seconds as our appreciation to Nazeer. On my count.
Thank you.
3,
Thank you.
2,
Thank
1.
you so much. Yeah. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's yes. Humor is contagious. Humor is contagious. I agree with you. By the way, Patricia, I send you the email, and in there is the link for the YouTube. You can share that one. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone.
Sure.
And
We will.
I'm very honored. I'm
Nazeer?
very honored. Yes,
Yes.
I'm very
Have
honored.
anyone ever asked you that you look like Omar Sharif?
Oh, goodness. It was long time ago. Long time ago. Two ladies. One from Taiwan, by the way, was studying with me in Oklahoma. She said that, and another person, I think it was American man in one of these clubs. He said, "By the way, you look like Omar Sharif." I think probably Abdul Fattah knows him. Is Greg. So people have different views now.